Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, and as you can tell, I am not on screen. What does that mean? That means that for the next week or so, I don't have my green screen on. I don't have my green screen available, and I don't have my camera settings and all of that. So you're just going to be listening to my voice for the next couple of videos until I get back home. I am actually at my parents' house, where I'll be spending the next week or so for Christmas. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Also, I don't have two monitors, so I can't do my scene transitions properly right now. So the usual, when we talk about, boiling it down and all that, it's going to look a bit janky, or I'm just going to skip that. So what I want to talk about with you today, though, is how I really love this patch. I think some people, because you can't see me, some people are like, Boilon, he must have been kidnapped. He must have been replaced by somebody. Because I honestly want to talk to you about how much I love this patch, how much I think that Scopely's doing really well right now over the last 2 weeks. And I want to go over each of the kind of the things that have happened, especially this past week, and what I really love about it. So if you're ready to go, then let's boil this down. Wee, light show. Intro. Replacing the intro. Okay, that was the intro. Because I can't do that right now. So, what do I... Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was even waving my hands around, but you can't see it. What do I want to start off with first? The first thing that I want to start off with is actually the Death Scourge, which is not Payday. For some reason, this bugs out on LD Player when you're on BlueStacks or whatever, anything, when you click on it. Anyways, this is the Death Scourge. And I actually, we were really stressed out that the Death Scourge was going to be absolutely insane. That it was going to be really difficult because of the minions. And it turned out that it really wasn't. And the minions were not the section that we had to worry about. It was some of the other ones. And for me, it was actually the legendary lane. It was actually the legendary lane that I found the hardest personally, based on my own roster. Now, this is my current run at Scourge, and that's difficulty 8 with 242 Scourges. And I'm doing pretty well so far. I mean, I don't expect this to stay, but I'm in the top 2600. I don't think I'm going to push for the 6-star. I don't think I care enough. But this is definitely like a solid upper 5-star, and I'm really happy with this. So we'll see how things go later on. We still have 6 days left. And, if I decide to do another attempt at it. But I'm really happy with my score. I'm really happy with the difficulty curve of this Scourge, and I don't think it's really that punishing in my opinion. Some people may vary in their opinion, but that's just mine. So, and there was no bugs, surprisingly, in the Scourge event. There was absolutely no bugs in the Scourges that I'm aware of, or that I was told. Nobody's told me anything, so it's been a good launch. Surprisingly, because oftentimes a lot of the Scourges have been bugged on release. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the Guardians GROOTMAS event. This is mixed opinions, but I'm going to say that I actually really like this. I don't like the fact that it doesn't use the Guardians team, I'll be honest. Nobody does. But as far as the rewards go, and maybe I'm biased because I do have them built up. I do have Gamora built up, obviously, from Infinity Watch. But she carries most of this. Now, I want to show you my progress on the, I don't know, we'll call this the heroic difficulty, but whatever, right? So I've only actually 3-starred node number 2, node number 5, 6, and 7. And the rest were like 1-star, 2 stars. But the rewards that you got as a first-time bonus was pretty good. You would get a selection of G13, G14, G15, and G16 minis. Or sorry, not minis, fully crafted gear once you cleared it. The last node had G16 fully crafted gear. I believe it was 3 pieces. I forget how many. But that's equivalent to like 1 Pocket Dimension run. So if you're able to do this, the hardest node, I believe, was node number 3 or 4. I can't remember. I think it was 4 for me. And after that, things got a lot smoother. 5, 6, and 7 were pretty easy. And what I really like about this is that you can farm Teal Origin gear. Now, it might not be super quick because this is only 120 energy per day, as far as I'm aware. But there's also a free refresh in the web store. So if you haven't checked it out, I posted this in my Discord game announcements section, that every day there is free GROOTMAS energy. It's not a lot, but it adds a little bit to this. And the drop rate on these items are very good. So I'm able to farm additional teal gear that, whatever at least 1/7, one of these 3-starred nodes. Granted, there's not very many of them, but still, it's extra stuff I didn't have before, and it really helps. And there's a little bit of gold along the way and stuff like that as well. And you actually do get XP out of it for people who are not level 90. So as annoying as it is, and I wish I could go in and show you mine, basically I do have a G15 rocket, Star-Lord from Nowhere Heist, and 15, sorry. Gamora's not 16, but she's gear 15, level 85. And you know, I think that while it's challenging, I think that the rewards are very good. Would I go out of my way to gear them like really hardcore? No. I mean, because they may get a rework in the future, but they haven't yet. And so for that reason, I wouldn't, put too much into that. But even when you're clearing the hard mode, I'm pretty sure you get some reasonable stuff out of that. You can still farm orange origin gear, and so there is some good stuff here. And I think it's free. It's a free event that we have 16 days total to do. And I can't be really mad about that personally. But that's just my opinion. Maybe some people are going to really hate on it. The Harbinger of the End, a Nemesis campaign event, I found this to be really easy. I like the fact that they actually gave us 120 event energy, although what's annoying is that the refreshes is still only 100 energy, not 120, so the math doesn't really change that much. The only difference is that now you can go to bed, and you have 10 hours before your event energy resets, or refreshes, completely. So that's good. Always make sure I spend this before I go to bed, because I'm recording this at nighttime, actually. And the event difficulty was pretty easy. I don't think it was very challenging. I think I autoed it. I autoed everything, I'm pretty sure. And so they've gone back to the way of the old campaign events, which allowed for a lot of characters, right? And this is a good thing. The only problem is that the event orb itself is about the same, give or take, the same estimated value as the Nakia orb. So it means over the course of the event, you're kind of getting a little bit less shards than you used to. So I touched on that in my previous videos. Festival of Frost, we're in week 3 now, and so I don't know where I'm at here, 357k. I'm still collecting my presents. I'm at 1.76 million as far as my presents, but I'm still saving up until the end to get 100 Nemesis shards. I'm still trying to push for 6-star for that. And I think as far as the events go, that's everything. But another thing that I want to touch on and why I think this patch is so awesome for me is just there hasn't been a lot of bugs, I think, overall since the patch. So that's been really, really nice. One of the biggest quality of life things that I have enjoyed is the additional hard mode campaigns. Can't stress this enough, that the heroes and villains together, the extra hard mode campaigns are super, super good for farming origin gear, for teal origin gear, for minis that you might need, but twice as many of them. Normally it's only 1 per drop, but this 2 per drop, depending on which origin you're looking to farm. And yes, I know, because I didn't buy that Armory 1415 stupid orb offer that I'm having to farm these on occasion. So I only have 73 of these and about 117 of these. So I am still farming this node in particular. And if you guys didn't know, the anti-venom node actually gives you gold orb fragments. So you do get about 1/5 of a gold orb per day. So in 5 days, if you were to farm this node, yeah, I know if you don't need him, it's whatever. But you do get a gold orb for that. And if you go to Villains 4.6 when it does release eventually, when it goes live, that's also going to contain a training orb in it. So you get 400 training orb fragments instead, but I don't think it's a character you really need. I just wanted to point this out because they're the only nodes that have these special orbs on it, where there's a gold orb or a training orb. But overall, not all of these characters are characters you might not need to farm, but they're very easy because the characters that you need are only heroes and villains, and the nodes are very easy to clear. So I wouldn't even bother with Doom War, frankly, because the stuff that you're getting in here, you're getting way more training modules, you're getting way more minis. It's just so much better than doing Doom War at all. So this is a really great quality of life in my opinion. This unlocks at level 75. Very easy to clear nodes. Very helpful for new players and veterans alike. So really enjoy that. The other thing that I want to touch on, if my game would not lag so much when I switch windows, sorry everyone, would be raids. Once I can get there. So I finally put the full Death Seed team together. And they're not very big, and we're probably going to do some videos on that myself when I actually do the nodes. This was my first time running through this with the Death Seed team. I did these nodes over here. I did the first 2, this node number 1, node number 2, and then I did the boss, and I basically crushed it. Hands down. And so I didn't even know what I was doing, honestly. And I'll go to my raid squads. Do I have it? No, okay, I don't. It won't show it to me. Unless I hit the manage button, maybe. At the very bottom. My Archangel's not saved in here, though, is it? Okay. So that doesn't matter. I don't know why I did that. I wasted your time. But my point is that it's really, really easy. And I'm loving it. And so I'm going to do some videos on that. You know, I'm sure I'm pretty late to the party at this point because, you know, technically Archangel came out on Friday. But, you know, I wanted to wait around for this campaign event, or not, this milestone event, the Progeny of Apocalypse, before I did any gold spending. So I really wanted to know, like, spend all my gold, double dip on this event. And I'm already at 17.4 million for like half a day gone by somehow. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm not expecting to get leaderboards or anything like that, but you know, it's an easy event. And that's really good because this is like kind of like the week running through Christmas. And so I'm glad that it's a pretty easy event, that I'm getting like 17.4 million already. The goal is 61 million. So I think this will be no problem. I'll probably get about 20 million points a day. So you're really happy with that. The Blitz event is pretty easy. Also, this is just like me hardly doing Blitz much. I'm just mostly using the chosen characters and using Blitz charges on them. And this is pretty easy. So by and large, the December events haven't been that difficult, and I really thank Scopely and Boundless and even Community Manager Archangel, you know, for making these things a little bit more palatable because this is the hardest time of the year, and I'm really glad that they haven't really pushed anything too hard for this. Finally, before we do end the video, though, I want to talk about Cosmic Crucible. Now, I had on my birthday stream, oh, there we go, we got Trial 1 Victory. So I'm trying harder this week. A little bit, and I want to thank Taco Shooter because he was on my live stream, my birthday live stream on Sunday, and he helped rejuvenate my, I'm not going to say my love for Cosmic Crucible, but my push to want to do better. And so so far I am doing a little bit better, and I've kind of like really, we went over and refreshed all of my defense teams. Go check out that Sunday live stream on Twitch if you want to, because I think it was a very useful segment. And I ended up changing up my defenses a little bit. And if you guys are curious what I'm running, this is what I am doing. So Bionic Avengers here, the Death Seed team here. This one's an Astonishing X-Men Tangled Web team. Darkhold with Kingpin, Young Avengers, and Gamma in Room 6. So this is what I am running because I had a fairly weak defense before, and I was getting one shot all the time, and then if I wasn't able to do the same, it ended up being like an efficiency battle for 6 room clears. And if I messed up even once, that I would lose. And so I just wasn't having a lot of fun with it. I don't know if my fun's really super increased, but now I'm actually being a little bit more competitive in it. And I'm trying to get my rank back because I got demoted to Diamond 2. I still think the season is going on too long though. And I hope that the new season only lasts for like 2 to 3 months, because I really think we need that flipped over a little bit more frequently. But also I'm looking forward to something different because I'm getting really tired of Age of X. And I think that might be everything, but I'm just having a lot more fun in Marvel Strike Force in the last few weeks since the patch went live than previous patches. Alliance War I'm not really paying too much attention to, but more broadly, I'm just, this patch has been really good. As far as what they brought into the game this patch, I quite enjoy it. And I think that things are definitely on the up, in my opinion. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of not only this patch, but some of the things that I've talked about in this video. Because honestly, things are really positive for me. I'm looking forward to, you know, gearing up and unlocking the Rebirth team. I really love playing with new raid teams, and I'm looking forward to Doom Raid 4 around the corner and probably about the springtime. And also maybe possibly getting started on my Masters of Evil for when Titania eventually comes around at the end of January. So that's when I expect her to come. But all in all, I'm really happy right now. Things are a lot more improved with my state of the game than it has been before. But let me know. Maybe I'm crazy, and maybe you guys are going to say Boilon's crazy, and he's been replaced by some positive pro-Scopely lover. You know, I don't know. But I'm just feeling a little bit better. Maybe it's because of the time of the year, but I'm feeling a little bit better about the state of the game and how things are right now than I have been in the past. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, we're going to be leading up to Christmas, so I'm not going to be having a video every single day because I am with, you know, at my family's house, and I don't want to spend too much at it, but I do want to kind of keep you guys apprised as to what's going on and my thoughts on the game right now. So that's the end of the video, everyone, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.